If someone you loved suddenly walked away without explaining why, don't chase them. Listen to this first, because sometimes the hardest part of losing someone isn't the goodbye. It's the silence. No explanation. No closure. No final conversation. Just distance. And your mind keeps asking the same question. What did I do wrong? But Krishna would tell you something different. Not every departure is a punishment. Sometimes it is protection. You keep thinking that if you could just get one conversation with them, everything would make sense. You imagine asking them, why did you leave? Did I mean anything to you? Was I not enough? But understand this. Someone who truly wanted to stay would not make you beg for basic clarity. And someone who chooses to leave without explaining has already given you an answer through their actions. Their silence is an answer. Their distance is an answer. Their decision not to communicate is an answer. You just don't like the answer. And that's okay, because you're not grieving only the person. You're grieving the future you imagined with them. The conversations you thought you would have. The memories you thought you would create. The version of yourself you became around them. That's why letting go feels impossible. But Krishna teaches us something powerful in the Bhagavad Gita. You have control over your actions, not over the results. You can love someone. You can be honest. You can give your best. But you cannot control whether they stay. You cannot force someone to understand your heart. And you cannot make someone choose you. So stop trying. Stop checking whether they viewed your story. Stop wondering who they're talking to. Stop creating imaginary conversations in your head. Stop looking for hidden meanings in their posts. You are turning their absence into a full-time job. And every time you check on them, you reopen the wound you are trying to heal. Maybe they left because they changed. Maybe they found someone else. Maybe they were confused. Maybe they were never ready for what you were ready for. You may never know. And here is the hardest lesson. You may have to heal without getting the explanation you wanted. Closure doesn't always come from the person who hurt you. Sometimes closure comes from accepting. This happened. It hurt me. I didn't deserve the confusion, but I'm not going to destroy my peace trying to understand someone else's decision. Think about Krishna. When someone walks away from your life, Krishna doesn't ask you to run behind them. He asks you to keep walking on your path. Because your life cannot stop just because someone decided to leave it. You still have dreams. You still have responsibilities. You still have a future waiting for you. And maybe the person you lost was never meant to walk all the way with you. Maybe they were only meant to teach you something. Maybe they taught you what you tolerate. Maybe they taught you what you need. Maybe they taught you that loving someone doesn't mean abandoning yourself. So don't turn their departure into a statement about your worth. They left. That doesn't mean you were worthless. They chose differently. That doesn't mean you were unlovable. They couldn't give you what you needed. That doesn't mean you asked for too much. And please, don't wait for them to come back just so you can finally feel valuable. Your worth was never supposed to depend on someone's decision to stay. If they come back someday, that's their decision. If they don't, that's their decision too. But your decision is this. You will keep moving. You will stop chasing. You will stop begging. You will stop replaying the past. And you will stop asking, why wasn't I enough? Instead ask, why was I willing to forget my own worth just to keep someone who didn't choose me? That's the question that changes everything. So tonight, if you're hurting because someone disappeared without explaining, You don't need to understand everything tonight. You don't need their apology tonight. You don't need their message tonight. You just need to accept one thing. What left your life doesn't have to take your peace with it. Let them go. Not because they didn't matter, but because you matter too. And if Krishna is truly guiding your path, trust that what is meant for you will not require you to lose yourself just to keep it. Your chapter with them may be over, but your story is. Keep walking. Krishna hasn't finished writing your story yet.